Hey everybody, it's Aiden here from Everyday Tech. So today you are probably watching this video because you are wondering how you could probably get the best value desktop or laptop for your money. So you may be looking for a new desktop or laptop and you may be wondering, well, should I buy, should I build? Maybe the pre-builts aren't exactly what you want, but you may be too afraid to build your own. Then this is the video for you, because I'm here to tell you that you can have the best of both worlds. And guys, if you do get to the end of this video and you do enjoy it, then please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that like button. Right, so I'm not going to do a massive long-winded video on a secret that you must do. There is no secret. The only thing you need is a little bit of patience if you have it. Not everybody has time as a luxury, but if you have and you can just be a little bit patient, then there are some amazing deals for you. Now, I know this is true because I got this desktop I got from eBay. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, buying computers from eBay is a bit dodgy. Is it going to work? Is it this? Is it? Yes, I know there are risks. So before I go through with you what you can do, I'm just going to tell you exactly what I've got in this desktop. So this is where obviously things can add up depending on what you want, but you can still save a pretty penny by searching around. So when I was searching eBay, I come across this listing and it was for a brand new unused custom built PC which a young lad built for a business just before the lockdown, and it never amounted to anything. So he decided to sell it, and unfortunately nobody was really buying, and I shall probably get to that point in a second. Now, the specifications on this particular desktop are mixed. He's gone some high-end, some low-end. For example, it's got the Ryzen 9 3900X processor. Brilliant, fantastic. That's what, £410? It's also got the Asus ROG's Crosshair 8 Hero Wi-Fi motherboard. And again, at the time of filming this, it's about £360. Brilliant. And then he's gone for 16 gigabytes of the G-Skill Trident Z Neo 3600 megahertz RAM. Brilliant. But then this is where he lets it down a little bit. He's gone for a 2 terabyte, that's not a bad thing, Samsung 860 SATA SSD. Now, the motherboard on this one actually has 2 M.2 slots, so I couldn't figure out why he would go for a SATA SSD, buy one brand new. I mean, I got the invoices with it, rather than going for an M.2. So what I did is I purchased an M.2, installed it, and I used the 2 terabyte SSD, the SATA SSD, as a place to store all my videos now. Brilliant, sorted. Also, and this is where the money saving came in. The other thing that it's got the EVGA 750 watt G5 fully modular power supply. It's also got a cool RGB case, and it is glass on 3 sides. It does look cool, but the air intake is probably going to be limited because it is glass on the front. But what is quite nice, as you can see here, the RGB is really nice. It did come with the stock cooler that came with the 3900X, which for me is great. You may wish to upgrade, but for me, I can live with this. And how much did I pay for all of this? So if you add all of this up together, the processors, the motherboard, the RAM, the power supply, the SATA SSD, the case, everything that I got with it, you're looking about £1,300 to £1,500 to build, and that's if you can get hold of the price. And I'm being quite conservative there, because that's if you can get things on sale that are cheap. It may actually cost a little bit more depending on where you shop. So how much did I pay for this? The grand sum of £700. No lie, £700. And how did I get it that cheap? Well, it was just patience. I went onto eBay and I just searched gaming PC. Gaming PC is probably the best all-round search term that you can use depending on your use. If you're gaming, that's what you want. If you're a video editor, it's still probably going to be the best term to use. And if you just want a desktop, then please just do type in desktop. But I saw this one and it was 25 miles away from me. Now this is where it gets not interesting, but where you have to be careful, because you have to make sure you do your homework. So when you just see one, don't just pick one that looks really nice and it looks really colourful and it must be dead powerful because it says Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7. Go in the description and make sure that it lists everything in the parts. So if it says Ryzen 7, what generation is it? Is it the first? Is it the second? You know, these are the things you have to know. If it says 16 gigabytes of RAM, is that DDR3 or DDR4? I would hope it's DDR4, but unless it says, then don't assume anything. And the cool thing is with these ones, so if you are going to buy one of these things, then please also do not do cash on collection. If you're buying something that's £100-200, then it may be worth the risk if the buyer insists. But if you do that, then please ask them to turn it on, make sure it boots, and make sure everything works before you hand over your hard-earned cash. Don't give them the money, come home and go, oh crap, it doesn't work, because they'll just claim that you've done something wrong. So make sure it works while you are there. And if you are paying by pay, so doing your research is key, making sure that the description lists every part as detailed as possible, whether it is new or used. And if it doesn't, then don't be afraid to ask the seller to post those details, because you never know what you might get. You might get something that lists as Ryzen 9 or Ryzen 7 and people might just flick over it thinking there's not enough detail there, but you might get a 3700X. And I've seen so many listings on eBay in the previous weeks to making this video, and I know that these aren't one-off things. So just make sure that it's for collection only. Make sure the details are there, and be wary of the how you pay sort of scenario. So guys, if you found this useful, don't forget, subscribe to my channel. But if you didn't find it useful, then double tap that dislike button. And guys, I shall see you next time.